Hey guys, welcome back to Off-Grid Solar Living. Today, we are doing something important. We are preparing this EG4 12000XP system for a major upgrade. We're about to bring in 3 more of the EG4 server rack batteries into this array. We're going from 6 batteries all the way up to 9 batteries. That's going to be about 900 amp hours of energy, roughly 43 kilowatt hours of total storage on this system alone. But before we do that, we needed to upgrade the DC supply wire from the battery cabinet to the inverter. You don't want to do a battery expansion on undersized wire. That's why today is about doing it right before we go big. Everything you see in this system, the inverter, the batteries, all of it is available at Signature Solar. Link is in the description and you can save 50 bucks by the link. Now let me show you what we replaced and what we replaced it with. This is the old wire right here. It's 1 AWG and this is the new wire, 1/0 AWG. And yes, there's a real difference. The 1/0 AWG has about 25% more copper than the 1 AWG. This means lower resistance, higher ampacity, and honestly, less heat under heavy load. When you're charging at 2500 watts or pulling serious power, that difference matters. Now here's the thing. Looking at them side by side, they can look pretty similar. A lot of this is jacket thickness. But inside of the jacket, the 1/0 has more conductors. You can see it right here on the label. The wire we used, 1/0 AWG. I'll put a link in the description for this wire. Here's something I want to walk with you through because I think a lot of people would just shut the system down to do the swap. We didn't have to do that. The EG4 12000 has 2 sets of terminals, 2 positive and 2 negative. That means I could just bring the new 1/0 wire in on one set while the old wire was still live on the other set. That equals 0 downtime. Now, I want to be very clear about safety here. We electrical taped both ends of every cable before handling them. We did one cable at a time. We weren't rushing it. DC at these voltages with this much battery storage behind it can be very serious. An arc in here is not something you want. But done carefully, this is absolutely doable without taking the system offline. And that's exactly what we did. Again, electrical tape all the ends. After the install, we verified everything with voltage measurements. At the battery bus bar, we're reading about 52.58 volts. At the inverter terminals, 52.72 volts. Now that's a slight difference you see there, and that's because we're under active charging. The inverter is pushing voltage into the batteries, so the source side reads slightly higher. That's normal charging behavior here. The important thing is that the drop across 6 feet of the cable is only about 0.14 volts. That tells you the connections are clean, they're good, and the wire is doing its job. And there's no resistance issues here at the termination points. That's key. We also did before and after FLIR thermal scans here on all the connection points. Before we started charging, 81.9 degrees Fahrenheit. When we put it under a 2500 watt charge, we were at 87.2 degrees Fahrenheit. That's a 5-degree rise under a significant load. That is a clean install. So if you had a loose connection or high resistance at the termination point, you would see more heat spikes there. Those orange and white hot spots that really stand out immediately. This is why I recommend the FLIR camera to anyone doing serious solar work. It's one of the best diagnostic tools, honestly, that you can have. I'll put a link in the description to this one and some of the other FLIRs that we like. So here's what the system looks like right now. Under charge. We're pulling 3490 watts in from the grid. 725 watts is feeding the house. 2500 watts is going straight into the batteries, charging at 52 volts. This is the EG4 12000XP doing exactly what it's designed to do, managing your grid input, your house loads, and your battery charging simultaneously. This inverter is a workhorse. If you are serious about off-grid or off-grid tied solar, this inverter is one that you definitely need to look at. I'll put the Signature Solar link in the description below. You can save $50 on it. So that's today's project. Our wire upgrade is complete. Connections are verified and our thermal is confirmed clean. This system is ready for what's coming next. And here's what's coming next. We're about to add 3 more EG4 server rack batteries into this array. 6 batteries are going to become 9. 43 kilowatt hours on this system. And the reason we're moving 3 batteries over here, well, because something big is coming to the 6000 XP system and the shed to house conversion. We're talking about 50 kilowatt hours of new battery capacity going in over there. So stay tuned. The video is coming. You don't want to miss it. Also, during this process, we discovered something interesting about the inverter output voltage that a lot of EG4 owners need to know about. We're going to cover that in a separate video, so stay tuned for that. Everything in this system is linked in the description below and the first comment. Signature Solar has the inverters, the batteries, all of it. So use my link and save 50 bucks. Your supporting the channel is helpful. If this video has helped you, hit that like button for me, subscribe if you haven't, and I'll see you in the next one.